Whatever is happening for the best. This is not a slogan of passive resignation. It is a conclusion that only a soul situated in knowledge can actually live by, and Srila Prabhupada has given us everything we need, from Bhagavad Gita as it is, from Srimad Bhagavatam, and from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, to understand why this is true and how to act on it. Let us begin with Krishna's own words to Arjuna in the second chapter of the Gita. Krishna says, Matra sparsastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkha dahagamapayino nityastam stitiksasva bharata. O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress, and their disappearance in due course, are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. This is Bhagavad Gita 2.14. Krishna is not telling Arjuna that pain does not exist. He is telling him that pain and pleasure are both temporary visitors, like seasons, and the soul who identifies with the body will be tossed endlessly by them. But the soul who understands his constitutional position as eternal servant of Krishna can tolerate, because he knows something deeper is going on underneath the surface fluctuations. That deeper thing is explained beautifully in Srimad Bhagavatam through the prayer of Kunti Devi. After the Kurukshetra war, when the Pandavas are finally safe and Krishna is about to depart for Dwaraka, Kunti offers prayers to Krishna. And what does she ask for? Not comfort, not security. She prays, Vipada Santu Tasasva Tatra Tatra Jagadguru, Pavato Darsanam. Yachada Punar Bhava Darsanam. O Lord of the universe. I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again so that we could see you again and again. For seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated births and deaths. This is Srimad Bhagavatam 1.8.25. Kunti had every reason to curse the calamities that befell her family. The poisoning attempt on Bhima, the burning of the house of Lak, the humiliation of Draupadi, 13 years of exile. Yet she says these very calamities are welcome, because it was in the midst of them that Krishna stayed close, that dependence on Krishna became natural. This is the practical proof of whatever is happening for the best, not because suffering is good in itself, but because suffering that turns the heart toward Krishna is the greatest mercy available to a conditioned soul. Srila Rupa Goswami's teaching, which Srila Prabhupada brings into Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, gives us the working principle behind this. In Madhya Lila, the 6 symptoms of surrender are listed, and among them are Anukulyasya Sankalpa, accepting favorable things, and Pratikulya Vivarjanam, rejecting unfavorable things. But standing above both of these is Raksishatiti Visvaso, the conviction that Krishna will protect and maintain us in all circumstances. A surrendered soul does not evaluate each event by whether it feels pleasant. He evaluates his own response to the event. Is my remembrance of Krishna increasing or decreasing? That is the only real measurement. We also find this understanding embedded in the pastime of Haridasa Thakura, who Lord Chaitanya himself calls Namakarya, the teacher of the holy name. Haridasa was beaten in 22 marketplaces by the order of a Muslim magistrate simply for chanting the holy name in public. His body was struck mercilessly, yet he continued chanting through the ordeal. When Lord Nityananda and other devotees later expressed their distress over his suffering, Haridasa himself remained unmoved, understanding it as the Lord's arrangement to test and purify, and even as a means to save the very persons who struck him from a worse destiny. This is the mood we are speaking about. Not stoic denial, but genuine faith that Krishna's arrangement, however painful on the surface, is working toward the ultimate good of the devotee, and sometimes even the aggressor. Krishna gives the philosophical foundation for all of this in Bhagavad Gita 9.22. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesam nityabhiyuktanam yoga, ksemam vahami aham. To those who are constantly devoted, and who worship me with exclusive attention, meditating on my transcendental form, I carry what they lack, and preserve what they have. Krishna is personally managing the affairs of his surrendered devotee. If Krishna is personally managing it, then by definition whatever is happening for the best, even if our limited vision in the moment cannot see how. So what is the practical example for us sitting here today? When a devotee loses a job, faces family conflict, health difficulty, or even opposition within a preaching mission, the material mind immediately asks, why is this happening to me? The devotional mind, trained by these verses, asks a different question. What is Krishna trying to teach me through this, and is my remembrance of him increasing right now? That single shift in the question we ask ourselves is the entire difference between suffering as a victim of matter and suffering as a servant being purified. Let us not simply accept this philosophically and forget it by evening. Let us take it to the point of practice. The way we build the Raksishatiti Visvaso, the conviction that Krishna is protecting us, is by chanting his names with attention. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare. Every round chanted with sincerity deepens our conviction that we are not alone, that whatever comes today is passing through Krishna's hand before it reaches us. So today, whatever your circumstance, favorable or unfavorable, chant this Maha Mantra with faith. Surrender your heart to Sri Krishna, and know for certain that whatever is happening for your ultimate good. Hare Krishna.